Well, we are very happy to have this meeting, to have this closing meeting of the 8th Mini Print International Cantabria edition. We are very proud and delighted to have you here and sharing your thoughts, your works, and also trying to put face to the artist. That is very, very good. So, do you prefer we start with Puma directly?
I
Yes.
prefer, yes,
Okay.
because Marco is working and he need to disconnect very fast.
So we ask you all to turn off your microphones in order not to bother the speaking artist. So, Marco,
Except you, Marco, please.
yes,
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
yes,
Yes,
perfect.
perfectly.
Okay. Well, first of all, well, thank you, and well, we finally meet each other even in distance, but I can see you on live now. And okay, so what can I say? First things, thank you very much for well the opportunity you gave me, but the opportunity that you create for everybody around this printmaking competition. The fact that I mean, it's international, so everybody can participate. I also invited my students to participate in this competition, which is always great opportunities for everybody to involve themselves in, I would say, in a relation with someone else's works, which is always something very good because you learn how to uh, how to study, how to prepare yourself for something. I mean, it's stimulating all the time, creating a piece of work for a competition or just for yourself, and then you apply to that, and you get, in my case, uh, this prize, which I'm very proud of. I'm very happy that I could have this prize because they also create me new perspectives around what I'm doing. Because I know I would like to thank you, the jury, for the members of the jury to notice my work. And this also give me the possibilities to, I don't know, get more confidence about what I'm doing, which is always important in our job. And yeah, of course, sharing my works with everybody else together in the exhibition. It's also I am also proud to be part of that, this big community, which is not so big actually, at least in Italy, but we are few, but we are quite determined to be part of the community. So, I mean, I am very happy to be part of this. And as I already told to you, I am actually working, but I'm working, I don't know if you already know my job, but I'm just saying to everybody in the way they understand, I work in a printmaking school, International Printmaking School, which is Il Bisonte here in Florence. So we teach to the students. Actually, they have a full academic year from September to the end of June, and they stay with us every morning, every day from Monday to Friday, and we teach them the basics of these techniques until a more professional way, how to handle a studio, how to participate in competition, how to be part of the community. Because, remaking is just not only making good etching, whatever technique is, it's also it's sharing a technique. We have to be able to communicate with others. We have to be able to talk about our work and talk about someone else's work. So, I mean, this is what we're trying to do with our students. It's what I'm trying to do because I'm always learning from other colleagues and from my students as well. So, I mean, I'm quite lucky to have this opportunity also to sharing my passion with others together with me. And I thank you for giving me the opportunity also to talk now with all of you.
Many
And
thanks.
thank
Many
you.
Many
thanks,
thanks,
Marco. It's
Marco.
a pleasure, really, to know you and know that you are now teaching at this moment. That is very, very nice. Thank you, really.
And congratulations again for your prize and for your wonderful work.
Oh, thank you very much. I will. I hope there will be other occasion to be in touch. Maybe once I also come close to you, I would like to meet you in person and see more and know more about all of your reality. And thank you again.
Okay, that will be fantastic. We wait for you here.
Okay, thank you. And just sorry, but I have to go back to work. So
Don't worry.
I'm gonna
Don't worry,
disconnect.
we know and we explain to the audience that you
Have short time. Don't worry
yes.
about that.
So
Thank you very much.
I also would like to congratulate to the other winners for the first prize and second prize. Also want to congratulate to everybody who took part in this competition, to the colleagues that I see on webcam now. And niente, just bye, ciao, and
Bye.
good luck with everything. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Ciao.
Bye bye, Marco. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, we start with the normal ceremony. First of all, the people from the Port Authority of Santander weren't able to attend the meeting, but they asked us for to congratulate to all the artists, all, not only the awarded ones, even all the artists, because the level of the pieces is really wonderful, and it's fantastic to have here this competition. Port Authority of Santander is a governmental department, and they have a lot of tasks about the manage the port activities. But since a lot of time ago, they decided to have special buildings that belongs them dedicated to the art. One of them is the Faro Major Art Center, but they have another two places, very beautiful places here, dedicated completely to the art. And well, with the congratulation of the president of the Port Authority of Santander and its head of cultural affairs, we start with this meeting. One of the members of the jury sent us a video. She is not able to be here, but she wanted to be through a video. Please. She's Margarita González Vázquez. Yes, perfect.
Hello, hello, friends of the 8th International Mini Print Cantabria. I'm Margarita González, and this year I have had the pleasure of being a member of the jury together with my colleagues Juan Lara and David Artiagoitia. It has been a true pleasure to get to know your work and to witness the high technical, artistic, and conceptual level of your prints. Really, it was not easy to select the winning pieces given the outstanding quality of your submissions. I would like to thank Andrea Juan and Gabriel Penedo for their extraordinary work in organizing Mini Print Cantabria, and I really hope we meet again in the near future. Congratulations to everybody. You are amazing artists, and it's been really my pleasure to be part of this project. Thank you. Bye.
Well, thank you, Margarita.
Well,
You
uh,
show the
yeah.
awarded ones.
we would like to show first introducing the other awarded artists, all the awarded pieces. So we would like to share with you that is on the website. Okay.
Well, we start with Usama Abil. This is the first prize. Olas Sponja, more or less sponge waves. And it's an engraving and dry point printmaking. The second one is Marta Bardagan. Marta is here. We will listen her later. The third one is Marco Poma. Marco told us about his activity. The Marc Cantabrico Award is Julia Gallego. Julia is here. We'll listen Julia later also. This is the outstanding artwork one, Konstantin Autekin. Konstantin won't be here today. This is his work, photopolymer work. The outstanding prize, honorary outstanding prize for two, Victor Rios from Spain. His lithography on German limestone. Jan Helene, Jan is here. We'll listen Jan later. Rainis is here too.
Rainis Gailitis.
Yes, and is the first mention.
The copper plate engraving.
Yes. The second one is Clément Binot Batistoni. He's from France and is chromatical embossing on Japanese paper. Pedro Peralta from Uruguay. Pedro is not able to be here with us. It's an etching aquatine printmaking. Malgorzata Staszurska, Lux Machine 2, Mesotint. And Ana Soler Baena from the University of Vigo is the special mention for investigation. It's a lithography on aluminum plate, digital print, and tool and fabric. Well, Usama is not here, is not able to be here. Then we'll
start with
Marta. Marta, the audience is yours, please.
Hello, everybody. Thank you very much, Andrea and Gabriel. I would also like to start as previous participant, thanking all of you, especially the organization. I know that I don't know, but I can imagine that it must be very hard to organize an event like that and a competition. I know that the quality this year was especially high on the prints. So I also want to thank all the fellows participants, because somehow we keep each other motivated to improve our prints and improve our quality. So that's awesome, and I'm very thankful for the opportunity to talk about my print. It is called Costa 3, and it is made with melted zinc plates, which is a technique that I didn't discover. It was discovered to me by my teacher Paco Aguilar, which is in Malaga. But once I finished the course in which Paco taught the technique to me, I came back to my place, to my hometown, and I saw that there was not any formal investigation about it. So I decided to run my PhD thesis on it. It just got defended like 2 weeks ago, so it was amazing. And well, it's a very new technique. I encourage you all to try it. It's very fun. It's very accidental, but please keep safe if you try to do it. And about the print, well, I thought that this technique was especially meant to produce this print because I'm very interested both in textual patterns and in the dichotomies that come from confronting two contrary concepts. So for me, it was very important the thing about thinking about the sea as something that both connects continents but also separates them. And we can link this with the fragmentation of the plate. And, you know, like these very organic patterns that you can get from these textures that you get with the melting zinc. It was very interesting for me. I come from a context, I'm from the Basque Country in the north of Spain. And here we have a lot of mountains, a lot of sea, a lot of coast. And nature is all the time influencing and polluting my brain and my visuals. So, well, you know, like fragmentating that plate and melting it and treating it very poorly and with no mercy, you can get these kind of small pieces you can play with to to compose the different prints as if it was a puzzle. You know, like in nature, when something is broken, it kind of gets together at some point. And yeah, that's so. With all this in my mind, I was in the workshop creating this series of prints because it was Costa 1, Costa 2, and Costa 3. And I was very, very honored when I knew that Costa 3 won the second prize. So it was very, very amazing to know. I got very excited. So thank you very much again.
Well, it's our pleasure. We are very happy and thank you for your explanation because it's very hard to know new techniques in engraving, and that is not easy. And the research is very important. And thank you for your improving. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And congratulations again, Marta.
Thank you very much.
Well, Mar Cantabrico Award is a prize for local artists, and we have an international artist that we are very, very proud of her. That is Julia Gallego, and she won the Mar Cantabrico Award. Julia, are you there? The audience is yours, please.
Okay, now you can hear me, right?
Yes.
Yes, perfectly.
Okay. First of all, I wanted to thank you two, Gabriel Penedo and Andrea Juan, for organizing the mini print, and also the jury, Juan Lara, David Arteaga, and Margarita Gonzalez, whom we just listened to, for choosing my print and valuing my work. And on the other hand, I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Julia R. Gallego. I am a printmaker, an artist, and an art therapist. And a little bit about my background in printmaking. I studied fine arts in Madrid. Then I moved to London and I did a master's in printmaking in Camberwell College. And soon after that, I started working in a printmaking studio as an additional. It's called Thumbprint Editions in London. And I was there for 8 years. And then afterwards, I moved back to Madrid, and I've also worked for Ogami Press, another printmaking studio. I also teach courses and workshops, especially woodcut, because that's my specialty. And in my own work, I use a lot of printmaking and a lot of woodcut in particular. So without further ado, I'm going to share with you a presentation that I've done to share a bit about the process and the way the series Estuary was made, which is one of part of the series. The print that won the prize is part of that series. Let's see. I think I'm going to do this. And okay. Okay. So let's start. I hope you can see the whole screen.
We are seeing I think, yes, now is the first one. It is not full
Okay,
screen.
great.
Okay, yes.
Perfect. Thank
yes,
you,
perfect.
Julia.
Okay, great. Thank you. So this is the print that won the Cantabria Award. On the right, there's a close-up, so you can see a bit more of the detail. But I can't seem to, oh, here it is. To skip to the next slide. This print is a lot about the beauty of wood grain, which I am in love with. And these are some close-ups of different prints from the same series. So I'm very interested in the interplay between the lines, the natural lines of the wood, which come all in the same direction, and then the thin meandering lines that I have done myself, and then the thicker lines, and then the open areas, and the interplay of all of that throughout the layers. Oh, that's before. Yeah. These would be the 4 layers. Now our reduction woodcut, you might know what it is already, but just in case. Usually, let's say that you would print this print, for example, with 4 different plates. This could be the 4 different plates, but with a reduction woodcut, you're using the same plate for all of the layers that you're going to do. So the plate is progressively carved to make the following layers. So let's say we start with layer 1, we print, let's say 20 prints, and then we keep on carving that same block to get the second layer, we print the second layer, and so on. Usually there's a lot of planning in reduction woodcut, so you already have an idea of your final image, and you plan how you're going to carve all of the layers, because once something is carved in the first layer, it's gone. There's no turning back. But I like to work in a very intuitive way and through improvisation, so I have no plan whatsoever. So this would be carving the first layer. Again, I don't have a previous drawing of what I'm going to do. I just start carving and see where it takes me in a very like organic unfolding way. This is the first layer and the printed or the background. As you can see on the inkjet plate on the left, you can see the grain because I'm using very, very little ink, so that the most I can show the grain as much as possible, because I really like when the grain is part of the image. I like to think about my creative process in terms of curiosity, and I keep asking me, what can I try? What can I do next? Because I don't have a plan. I don't have a previous plan. So this is the second layer. And one of the things that I do as I'm working is I'm changing the color every so often. And I'm also twisting the paper. I'm taking the fact that the plate is square as an advantage to turn the paper around, so I have 4 different positions. And as you can see, the print changes a lot once you change the color. I also like to play around and try different things as I'm printing. Here I'm using cutout pieces of paper to block certain areas, and you can see the effect on the right. These are 2 other examples. And these are the 2 final layers. That's it. And here you can see how I get inspired by the previous layer. I look at the previous layer and I say, how can I continue this? What can I do next? And then it's just the continuation of the same process, really. And these are the results. I try lots of different things, lots of different colors, different positions. Some prints have more layers, other prints have less layers. So they are all made from the exactly same plate, but they are all completely different. So I don't work by making an edition. I like to make series instead. The nature of printmaking has a lot to do with the multiple, with repetition, and usually we use this repetitive nature of printmaking as a way to make editions. But I like to use this instead for experimentation, because each time I repeat, each time I print, I can try something new. So I often ask myself, what does this material, technique, tool, color, texture, format, size, what does it enable me to do? How can I try and make the most of it? How can I have the most fun with it? And what is so beautiful about it? I try to find the beauty in whatever I'm working with. This is the final collection. These are some of the prints that were selected. These are some of my favorites. And just to talk a little bit more about the rest of my practice in relation to this series, this is a print I did this year, and it's also a reduction woodcut. And this is a series I did in 2019, which was my first reduction woodcut. This is when I got the idea about twisting the plate, because I used a round plate. And again, I thought, what can I do with a round plate? What are the possibilities of a round plate? And then it occurred to me that I could twist it, that I could turn it around and I could print, keep carving, turn it around again, change color. And then it's a way of inviting chance into the work, because I have no control over, I don't really know where the next layer is going to land. They are all completely different, even though they're made from the same plate. These are some of my drawings from 2024, watercolor drawing and collage. And I work in the same way with a very intuitive approach. And I don't have any plan ahead, and I don't have a mental image of what the final result is going to look like. And the same with my ceramic work. So even though I work across different techniques, I have a very similar creative process and a very similar approach to art making. So we could talk about my own philosophy of art making in a way, and we could call it going with the grain. It has to do with the following things I'm going to read. Let go of a preconceived idea or desired result. If there is no specific outcome, there is no mistake. Become immersed in the process, have fun, be guided by aesthetic and sensory pleasure. Embrace unpredictability, invite chance, enjoy surprises. Learn through interacting, making, playing, trying, testing. Listen, observe, come into dialogue with the materials. Get to know the tools, the techniques, the materials. Enjoy, savor, and appreciate their intrinsic qualities. Don't fight against the material. Go with the grain. Choose the path of least resistance. Use what the material is already providing. Make the most of its natural characteristics. Find its essential beauty and let it shine. Bring it out. Lately, I have been reflecting a lot about my practice because what I'm working right now, this is my next project, is an artist book in collaboration with Milena Georgieva. And it's about my journey as an artist and the evolution of my practice. It talks a lot about creative process. It has to do with technique. It has to do with my personal experiences and how life and art interweave. It has to do about with art therapy, mental health. It has to do with recurring themes in my practice, like female symbolic power, gender, non-binary thinking, the body, sexuality, the unknown, the encounter with the other, our relationship to nature and reality. Opening is the working title for now, and I'm currently writing it, and I'm very excited for it. And I just wanted to share with you the fact that I'm in the process of writing about all of this. One of the main ideas is the idea of openness. And for me, that has to do with curiosity, play, aesthetic and sensual pleasure, and enjoyment. And this has to do a lot with the way I work when I make art and what I've been talking to you about. And then just to finish off, I'd like to thank you all for listening to me. And this is my Instagram, my email, and my webpage in case you want to learn more about my work, or you can drop me an email if you want to join my mailing list, or you can follow me on Instagram if you want to see how this book project unfolds. And I don't know if there's any room for questions, but I'm open to them if there's room for that, and if anyone has any questions. So let me stop sharing screen. Here we go.
Thank you very much, Julia. It was a pleasure as always. And well, question at the end, please.
Yes. We didn't tell you that at the end, the idea is to open all the microphones with all the audience to talk and to comment and to ask questions or whatever you want to say to each other. So that would be fantastic for later.
Well,
thank you very much, Julia.
Well, the following artist is Jana Leine, is the honorary award of best series. Jana, the audience is yours.
Thank you. I will be a little bit shorter. Yes, I'm Janne Leine from Finland. Greetings from Finland up north, and obviously I'm very grateful for your prize and everybody joining me with the exhibition. The thing is that the work I got a prize. It's my first doing only with computer-based, but of course I then printed on Japanese Kitakata select papers, which I then printed on Hanemühle paper. So what I usually do, I mean, I have been a printmaker for over 30 years, and I have been exhibiting in 50 different countries. So I've been quite busy with showing my works, and I love to participate these international biennales and triennales because, well, first of all, to be part of the community, and then to see what others are doing in the field, art field. Yes, these prize works I participated with. I have taken the photos in Iceland. I have been there more than 25 years every year. So it has become my second home. And because in Finland, I'm living in the inland, so there's no sea or there's just lakes. We have 55,000 lakes, so there's water, but not sea. So for me personally, the sea is something strange, and I love it also in Iceland because it's surrounded by it, and I love the nature. And in my practice, I usually use, well, all my works are based on photos I take from my travels around the world. And then I come back to Finland and start etching them on different techniques. Usually I use heliogravure, the technique from the 1870s, so quite old technique. And then I use also nowadays photopolymer gravure, photo etching, and then more traditional ways like aquatint and chincolle and stuff like that. Yeah, and I'm interested to do in my own works kind of like what's hidden, what's in between. Whenever there's fog or mist or volcanic steam, I'm there because I'm intrigued by something I don't know what's behind, and that kind of gives you the imagination thriving. Yeah, and well, I have also been art printer for 25 years, so I've been working with other artists. Meanwhile, I'm doing my own stuff, so it's sometimes quite annoying. I know a lot of different techniques, but for my own practice, I can only use very few of them because my works are quite minimalistic, and the less is more for me. So instead of adding, I try to take away a lot of elements. So, but you can go and see my works on my website or Instagram. It's jannelaine.net or jannelaineart in Instagram. Because I don't have any photos with me, I'm really bad with this sharing the screen. So sorry about that.
Don't worry.
But yeah, as I told you, I will be brief. So that's it.
Many
Thank you.
thanks.
Many
Jan.
thanks,
It's a
Jana,
pleasure.
and congratulations again. And I want to introduce to Rainis. Rainis have to go. Then Rainis, the audience is yours. It's the first mention of this edition.
Yes, thank you for the introduction, and thank you for the organizers for the event. I usually don't participate in exhibitions, but I don't know, by some coincidence, I sent my work here. So it was, yeah, very nice opportunity. And yeah, it's also very nice to see everyone in person. Usually it's not that often when we get this opportunity also to talk to one another. Regarding my works, I'm not a full-time printmaker. I'm graduated bachelor's and master's printmaking from the Art Academy of Latvia. I teach a printmaking course here, also in the academy, but my main job is like an office job, and engraving is something that I do in late evenings and nights when the kids are to bed, put to bed. So it's kind of a way how I relax and unwind after a long day at work. Regarding my process, yeah, the techniques I use is engraving techniques. So no aquatints, etchings, no acids, nothing like that. I like that there's just me, the tool, and the material, and this conversation that I have with the material. Also, it's for me that technique is somehow very vulnerable and open in a way because you can't hide behind any effects or colors and things like that. There's just you and the line, and everything that's on the plate is visible on the paper afterwards. So yeah, in my works, I use this old technique of engraving in a combination with sort of more contemporary subject matter. There's rockets and space and our relationship with technology and things like that. So that's something that I do in my work. But yeah, similar to Janne, I guess we kind of more Northern Europeans were more kind of reserved. So I think that's kind of it about my works. Yeah, very, very simple process in a way, but at the same time, it's, as one of my friends from the US said, it's conceptually one of the most kind of easier techniques to understand, because there's just this line that you engrave and that's it. There's no other process involved, but at the same time, one of the most technical ones, because yeah, there's a lot of just technical know-how and technical practice that's involved. So yeah, I also have an Instagram page. I can drop a link to it in the chat. And yeah, once again, thank you for the opportunity. It's very nice seeing you all. Thank you.
Many thanks, Rainis. It was a pleasure to know about you and also to meet you in person. That was important. So we are going to open all the microphones, please, and share with the rest of the audience. If you would like to say anything or just a question or whatever you want, it's your time for all of you. Okay, you are very quiet. Okay. Rainis, the Instagram. Susan, yes, please.
I don't know how it works to join, to tell something.
Yeah,
Yes, to ask something to the awarded artist, or
I will say thank you for the wonderful demonstration from Julia of woodcut print. I'm 70 years old and just an old kitchen table printmaker. I'm working very primitive, and I'm just so happy to join your exhibition, and thank you a lot for the great work you are doing, and congratulations to all the winning artists. That's what was going to say.
Many thanks, Susan.
Many thanks, Susan. We love you, you know. Julia, do you want to tell something to Susan?
Okay, my mic is open now. I just wanted to encourage you to try woodcut if you want, because you can do it at home. That's one of the things I love about woodcut. You can print by hand. You can have a look at Japanese woodcut. They print everything by hand, and you can print with a spoon. Actually, my favorite way of printing woodcut is with a spoon. It's the easiest, but it's also the best. So yeah.
I will say thank you. It's odd because I made my first woodcut. I do normally linocut, but I did my first woodcut print a week ago, and I was just so excited about it. And I'll show it to you. The proportion is not just right, but it was just in free hand. I'll show you.
Okay, amazing.
And I cut my fingers too.
Take care, please.
Yes.
You might like the work of Kate Kolowitz. I don't know if
that's I know her. I like her works. I'm just a bit old-fashioned. I do birds and cats and animals and portraits and so on. I'm not so temporary. I'm just old-fashioned. And I'm started to print on knitting, on cotton knitting too.
Yes.
Yeah.
We know. Well, someone else, would you like to say
something?
Okay. So it's our pleasure. Of course, the rest of the awarding artists couldn't be able to stay here today with us. You have also the chance to see the video of the mini print exhibition on the website, and also to see all the pieces, not all the pieces of the exhibition, but all the artist pieces on the website. We are really proud of the show. And Sabine is asking something to
Sabine,
Julia.
please, to Julia. You have a
Yes.
message, Julia.
Which wood do you use to do the woodcut?
I use different kinds of wood because I like the wood grain a lot, and depending of the wood, it will have different kind of drawings. The one I used for this print is very straight; it's just straight lines. But sometimes the wood grain is more curved lines, and also it depends on the block of wood. So what I really like to do is go to a place where they have lots of different kinds of wood, and then I choose one that I like. Also, some woods are harder, others are softer, and there's different advantages to different types of wood. But you can start, if you're interested, just start with any of them.
I'll try. Thank you very much.
Well, it was a pleasure. Thank you for being here with us, sharing this wonderful meeting. And let us stay in touch and looking forward to the next edition. Judy, would you like to say anything?
Unmute. I just want to say thank you very much for the professional way that the works are always displayed in the gallery. I'm always amazed at the amount of work that you go to, and to organize the works on the different panels. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you. We are really.
You're very welcome.
That's a lot of work.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So I really appreciate that.
Thank
you very much.
Thank you. Denise, would you like to say something?
Yes, it is very wonderful listening everybody, and I like so much the mini print, the participation, and all kind of propostas, propostas, proposition. Right?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Denise. And Julia.
Yes, Julia.
Yes, I would like to ask a question to Jan Lane. I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly. I'm very interested in the unknown and our relationship to what we don't know and what is unclear to us. And you were talking about your interest in what's hidden, and I just wanted you to talk a little bit more about that.
Okay. Yes, because for me, the more important thing is to use your imagination. If something is hidden like in the mist, so it instantly draw your imagination. What is it behind? Also taking photos from the mirrors and stuff like that. So is there another world behind it or something? So just to feed your imagination. So and give everything, all my works, I hope they give interpretations for different ways. I mean, we all look artworks in our own eyes, and because what history we have. So I try to keep things quite simple, so you have room for your own thoughts. And yeah, I think because I mean I have been trying to find these very like images before or after mankind. So kind of like very primarily landscapes, which gives for me very I don't know, possibilities. You can see whatever. Was that enough?
Okay.
Great. Thank you, Jana.
Thank you.
Anything? Somebody else?
I think it's
we
we have done. Yeah. Well, thank you to all of you for sharing your words, your speech, and also to have the possibility, the opportunity to meet each other, because it's really nice, and we think it's important to know your faces, to know what you do, how you work, because it is the relationship is stronger. So many thanks for you all today to be here. Thank you, and see you next year.
See you next year. Congratulations again to the awarded one, and congratulations again for all of you. We love you. Take care of you, and see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Take care,
See
please.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.